I'm Lindsay Miller. I'm Vice President of Marketing for Artesyn Embedded Computing. We're a global company, over 20,000 employees, about a $1.2 billion business. We were divested from Emerson about 2 years ago. We're headquartered in Tempe, Arizona, and we make embedded computing and power products for suppliers around the world. Intel is incredibly important to Artesyn because they're a master of disruption. And what's happening right now in the broadcast video space is an amazing amount of disruption, from proprietary appliances, proprietary FPGAs, to off-the-shelf x86 cloud-based solutions for the video network. There are a couple needs that are really precipitating this change. One is the move toward cloud-based functionality. And I think for a lot of our customers, cloud is synonymous with x86. So if you have an available resource in the cloud that can do multiple different applications, that's really servers. That's standard servers, most of which run on x86 technology. And also customers who are looking to cut costs from their network. So I'd say the two big drivers are the cloud movement and cost-cutting capability. And part of the cost-cutting capability is what we're talking about today with the network DVR function. With virtualization, it enables solution providers to deploy services without having to do a truck roll for a set-top box, for example, in the case of a network DVR. But it also enables you to take a common set of pooled resources, which are predominantly x86-based resources in the cloud, and provision multiple different applications. So we're leaving this old paradigm of having set-top boxes in our home where we're recording our favorite shows, and we're having to physically go there in order to retrieve them and watch them in our TVs, to being anywhere, recording our information, having it stored in the highest quality format so that I can watch it in an airport while I'm waiting in line to board a plane, or I can watch it on my laptop, or I can watch it at home as well. And there's no longer this need for a physical set-top box. So from an operator perspective, it means you don't need to ship that, you don't have to manage that inventory, and you don't have to constantly upgrade it. All that capability is in the cloud, and all that storage and all that content is there. So from an operator point of view, it's a way to cut costs and also get more content to the user. And from the user point of view, it means I have so much more flexibility. I can see that and I can go record it anywhere I want. Well, Intel's been great because I think they saw this move coming a long time ago and started investing resources in GPU accelerated technology that augments that cloud, that virtualized capability to do more in video. Because typical processors, when you just stack up processors, it's not a very efficient way to solve the problem of video. And if we're talking about network DVR, that's a lot of density, and that's a lot of different streams and a lot of different formats that people need to access. And so Intel's latest GPU acceleration technology takes that density and makes it so much higher and makes it so much more ubiquitous to the user that companies like Artesyn, we see that that's a perfect fit for us, because what we do is we go and serve equipment providers that serve that video market. We also work with service providers that are trying to be dynamic and innovative in the way that they deploy services. So we can take advantage of the massive density performance advantage that Intel puts in place, and we can also do it in a model that's much easier for their business. So we take advantage of the latest GPU accelerated processors from Intel, and we put them in hardware format that is most easily deployable in the cloud. What the industry is trying to get away from is dedicated appliances, and we're trying to go to a cloud, which means server-based resources. And so what we've done is we've taken multiple Intel GPU processors and put them into PCI Express form factors. So this is an example of our SharpStreamer. It has 4 different Intel GPU accelerated processors and delivers 44 1080p AVC transcodes per card. Most standard servers can do about 6 to 8 on the whole server. You can actually put 4 of these in one server, so you can go from 6 to 176. So big performance advantage, and we're taking advantage of the current Broadwell generation processors And then at the show here, we're announcing the evolution to Skylake processors, so we can do both transcoding and higher quality encoding capability on standard cards. And what that means is these cards can go and be retrofitted into existing servers that are already in the cloud, or they can be densely deployed in solutions that can go to support very high density applications like network DVR. So if an operator has servers from a particular vendor and they want to use those, they can use Artesyn solutions. If they have a new deployment and they want a really dense implementation, we can provide a complete appliance level solution as well. So we offer the full spectrum, and unlike other solutions in the market, we don't limit our customers to only one type of hardware. This hardware can be used as a versatile blade that goes into multiple different environments and different cloud-based solutions. What we're showing here at IBC is that network DVR capability that we talked about, which means the user doesn't need the set-top box. All of their content is stored in the cloud. So just like watching TV at home, you can go look at your channel lineup, select your shows, and record them. And so what happens in the network with our SharpStreamer technology and Intel processors is we're taking that content, we're storing it in the highest quality format. And then, based on whether I'm watching it at home or I'm watching it on my phone, the resolutions that need to be supported are very different. So the cloud is going to dynamically provision that and send that to me based on what my highest quality format can be. If I'm on my phone, there's no way that I'm going to get a 4K stream, especially on a wireless network, right? But I could probably get a 1080p or 720p resolution. So what we're showing is a capability called just-in-time transcoder, which means instead of having to store every one of those 10 different formats that you need, which would take a ton of storage space and cost a lot of money, instead, that highest quality format can be stored in the cloud and then on the fly transcoded to you based on what your resolution is. So from an operator point of view, that means you don't need set-top boxes, first of all, but second, you don't need a lot of storage space in order to host all of this content. And third, you can dynamically provision the best possible quality to the user based on what type of endpoint device they're loading it from. So we talked about the cloud and the ability to ubiquitously deploy. Our form factor gives you that from a hardware point of view, but software alliances are extremely important to Artesyn because there's so many different types of video solutions that can be deployed. We talked about network DVR, but there's so much more in this realm of video. So at IBC, we're actually demonstrating our technology with Intel with 10 different ISVs. So you can walk around the show and see more of Artesyn and Intel solutions here as well. And with this network DVR capability, we're working very closely with Vantrix. And Vantrix was one of the innovators in taking their software-based approach for video, transcoding, and porting it to GPU-accelerated technology from Intel. So they were really the leaders in this space, and we've been working with them very strategically since that time.